Clint Weimer is the superintendent of the Marion Center School District, and he's on the line with us this morning. Our visit presented by Marcus and Mack, voted the best law firm and the best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Mr. Weimer, good morning.
Good morning, Todd. How you doing today?
Wonderful, wonderful. It's good to have you with us here today. Hey, we're getting toward the end of a school year, and I know that it is extra busy right now. You got prom season, you got the end of the sports seasons, the end of the academic year. You're just getting through the PSSAs, and all of these things coming together. It's field trip season. I know it's awful busy for a school district when you get to the month of May, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lot going on. We're wrapping up the state testing, and as you said, prom, graduation, award ceremony, concerts. It's a busy time of year. It's an exciting time of the year for the kids, and as you mentioned, it's always nice when the sun's out too.
Yeah, that's true. I'm wondering. We know the kids get excited about the end of the school year. I'm assuming the faculty is looking for a little breath of fresh air too, and so they don't mind when it gets to this time of the year either.
No, absolutely. Everybody puts a long, hard year in, work hard, and they're always looking for summer. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about what's going on with the Marion Center School District. One of the things I note was at a school board meeting recently, and at other districts in their school board meetings, there have been these items coming up on the agenda urging support for House Bill 41, which was the PIAA playoff separation bill that passed the House this week and is on its way to the Senate. What was Marion Center's position? Were you one of those districts that did one of those letters?
Yes, we did. We did the letter. We sent it to the governor's office and our local representatives here, and we are in support of that bill. That is for sure.
Was that an organized effort by a number of school districts, or how did that all come about?
It was an organized effort. It came from, our local Indiana County schools. I believe we passed that motion two months ago at the board level, and we pushed it out to Senator Pittman and so forth, and the governor's office, and then we got on another list also with the state that presented that to the House.
You know, one of the interesting things about it, and something that maybe we didn't consider, because you look at the championship results and you see that the way that it's so heavily in favor of the private and the non-boundary schools, as they're referred to now, is, it ends up being more than about just separate championships. It ends up being about scholarship opportunities and the opportunity for students to really celebrate achievements in athletics or other competitions that really they do deserve and they have earned, but they're taking away from them because of the unfairness of the system the way that it is now. And you don't blame the schools themselves, the non-boundary schools. They're working under the system the way that it is built. But it was pretty obvious that that system needs to be basically torn down and rebuilt.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more, Todd. And again, I support all kids, and I support all those schools, and I know they're playing under the rules that are handed to them. But you look over time, when you look at those results and who ends up taking those championships, and like you said, it goes deeper than that to the scholarships. I think it's just we need to all be playing by the same rules to be fair to all our athletes across the Commonwealth.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so it's been a pretty good athletic year for our Indiana County schools and for Marion Center, certainly. But academically, when you considered the beginning of this year and then put it up against, here we are, the first day of May, has it been academically for Marion Center the kind of year that you anticipated it would be? Have there been challenges out there that were unanticipated?
There are always challenges. The biggest challenge, of course, came on the day that we started our standardized testing. There was some hiccups with this year. Everybody had to go with online assessments, so there were some challenges there. And we moved last year to online just to kind of get our kids out ahead of it and get them ready for what was to come. But changing how you perform or how you have to perform on game day compared to the paper pencil that we did for years and years, is a challenge. It's adjustment for the kids. So we're excited to get our results back, see where they're at, see what impact that had on it. But again, technology was a challenge when we first started that. So that was a curveball that was thrown our way that we had to overcome.
Yeah, it's interesting from your position too, because we think about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we were in the midst of the pandemic. School districts such as yours, especially Marion Center being more of a rural school district, the challenges of making internet available to everybody for not only testing such as the standardized testing, but for the average school student completing projects and the usage of the internet in making that happen. Those challenges had to be met and really on a fast basis all those years ago. And now the way that the system is set up, all of those internet challenges help to prepare you for moving forward and doing so much online that you didn't used to be able to do.
It definitely changed the face of how we do certain aspects of the educational components here at the school. But we still, I believe as you look across our district, it gets a little better every year. We still have students that are challenged with the capability to access internet, get internet, or have reliable internet so they can do some of these projects and so forth at home. And I think that, rural Pennsylvania is going to be faced with that for a while. Infrastructure is a challenge, but as things progress, hopefully things continue to get better.
Yeah, I think it's interesting as well that once somebody gets that hardwired internet into their home, nice, reliable internet, it disappears as an issue for them, even while guys like you in the position that you are and other school administrators are saying, hey, the problem isn't over. Just because it was fixed on your end doesn't mean that everybody has it, and we have to keep working on this, and it's a really hard puzzle to figure out.
It is, because it's in pockets, and it's you want to provide the same opportunities for all students, and you just got to be cautious of what you assign, what you expect, and you adapt and modify for the needs of the kids and the capabilities they have when they leave our walls.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're headed toward the end of a school year, but you are in the midst of preparing a budget without knowing what your state figure is going to be. That's the problem that everybody has. In every school district across Pennsylvania, you don't know what numbers you have coming in, but you're expected to come up with a nice solid number, and nobody wants their taxes increased, and everybody wants expanded services. It's an awfully difficult job to get a budget done, isn't it?
It's a huge task for all districts, all superintendents, all administration, and all school boards. It's a stressful process. And that process starts earlier and earlier every year because as school financing gets tighter and tighter, and of course this year was extremely challenged. As late as the budget came in for last year, we're trying to prepare a budget, starting to prepare a budget when we didn't even have in last year's budget. So, we talk about it every year, and we continue to get through it. And I thank our community and I thank our school board for supporting our schools. But it's a heavy lift, Todd.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you completely recovered as a school district from the budget problems of last summer, the state budget, and how long it took for districts to get funded?
I don't know if we're ever completely recovered from the state budgets, but that process, as far as being delayed, I think Marion Center waded through those challenges pretty well, and we're looking into this upcoming budget and putting last year behind us. So yes.
Clint Weimer, the superintendent, Marion Center Schools, with us today. Of course, every school district would love to get their facilities upgraded and updated, and there are problems with technology and ongoing technology advances that you have to keep abreast of, and all of the different challenges of putting together a budget. For Marion Center, you feel you're pretty solid as you head into a whole brand new year coming up, and another 3 or 4 months we're going to be talking about the start of school, not the end of school. Is Marion Center in a good position?
Yeah, we're excited to have the summer to prepare for next year. We get in a better position as every week goes by once summer gets here. We're working on scheduling right now to make sure our students are, when they, have an idea what's going to occur next year, and families know what to expect. But, Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good place getting ready. Again, there's a lot that occurs, and as August approaches, that's when we really start wrapping everything up and get excited to get them back because transportation comes into play, scheduling, budgets, and then, of course, athletic season starts right back up, and the excitement of the fall will be upon us before we know it.
It is. You're absolutely right about that. All right. Hey, speaking of the athletic season, of course, one of the big things is it kicks off with the high school football season, and I know that there has been talk about new upgrades to Dr. John R. Mallino Stadium there on top of the hill at Marion Center. Where do we stand with that?
We have a outdoors facilities committee meeting scheduled for Monday evening at 7 o'clock in the W.A. McCreary LGI, where the committee is going to discuss a potential comprehensive upgrade to the John R. Mallino Stadium with the scope of work looking at the track and possible synthetic turf on the football field. So I would invite anybody that's interested in the community to attend that meeting. It has been advertised. It's on our website. Again, the committee was assigned a task from the school board to make some recommendations as far as the scope of such a project, get some cost estimates, and see which direction the project will go.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think it's an opportunity to explore the possibility of upgrading that facility. And again, when we talk about that within the committee, it's a comprehensive project that's going to impact our students from recess to football to track to band to chorus. It's a utility project. It's not just a football field project. It will allow us to get our kids, our community, more access to the athletic programs. And again, you know what the possibility of turf does, and the weather and scheduling. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at it as a complete comprehensive upgrade that will support our students, literally K to 12, our youth programs. It's truly, we're trying to get all stakeholders to the table to discuss impact, what this could affect our entire student in our community.
Well, folks know that the school board meetings, the full board meetings, are available to the public, and they have every right to attend them. And I think people don't know as well that committee meetings are subject to the same types of regulations under which they are run. So people are invited. What time is the meeting on Monday?
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Very good.
7 o'clock. And again, we're just discussing the possibility of this project, the scope of it, and the value it will bring to our school and our community.
It's a beautiful thing. Clint Weimer, thanks so much for the visit this morning. I appreciate it. We covered a lot of ground here.
Yes, and it's always nice talking to you, Ty. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too.
The Marion Center School District, Clint Weimer, the superintendent. We appreciate it. It is Indiana in the Morning on WCCS. Westwood One Sports next.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.